Okay, so we've got Jan here. Jan's been on the program, what, 10 weeks, Jan?
Yeah, so 10 weeks.
10 weeks-ish, and I'm just going to introduce Jan. So Jan, please, if you will, how old you are, what it is you do, and what position you found yourself in prior to, reaching out and requesting assistance.
Yeah, well, I'm 50 years old. I'm a veterinary surgeon. I have my own practice in Swansea, South Wales. And 10 weeks ago, if I look back, I was overweight, frustrated, lacking energy, and that's when I realized I needed to do something, and that's when I reached out.
What made you reach out, Jan? What was it that made you push that button and pick up the phone?
Well, I was actually doing some things with my kids, and I couldn't do them. So I wanted to go sailing with my son Julian, and I was unable to do that. So I then thought I'd try the Couch to 5K, and in the very first week where you're walking for 90 seconds and just only running for a minute, and I couldn't even do that. So at the end of that, when my feet, my knees, my hips were aching, and I'd never felt that way before, because I used to be quite fit, and running 5K would have been just I would have done that just off the cuff of my sleeve, and now not even being able to run for a minute at a time. Or alarm bells were going. I needed to change something. So
how did that make you feel? Yeah.
Well, at the time I was very frustrated, anxious even, and a bit embarrassed.
Well, you're a vet practice owner. You high performer. You operate on animals on a daily basis. You organize and manage teams. People look up to you. So I can imagine how that impacted on you. So what impact did this have on you, your job, your business, your life, your family?
I mean, so the situation how it was before we started, you mean?
Yeah. Before we started.
Yeah. Well, I mean, impact on my life. Well, I was lacking energy. I couldn't really do anything with my kids really, or my wife. I felt stressed all the time. Even to a degree of overwhelm. And so it wasn't a nice place to be in, and I'm glad that that's history.
Okay. Well, we've mentioned history there. So obviously things have moved forward. What results have you seen in the last 10 weeks? Bearing in mind, I'm going to put a caveat in here. Bearing in mind that you've been on holiday for a week, and you two of your vets had to isolate on COVID, so you were running around with your hair on fire for 10 days, dealing with everything yourself as well. So we've had 2 weeks in that 10 where things haven't been as well as they could have been. So what results have we seen, yeah?
Oh, first of all, I mean, particularly with mobility exercises, I can actually move. So my feet, knees and hips, they don't hurt. Even when I now go for a run. Well, this morning I went for a half-hour run, and so that pain-free. That's brilliant. Wow. I mean, I've lost just over 14 kilos. So that in 10 weeks, that's 1.5 kilos a week. So that's amazing. So, and the most important thing is I've got my energy levels back. So I can do more stuff, and I want to do more. So
that's the key thing, isn't it? A, you're able to do more, and B, you actually want to do more, which I think is key. So okay, so you've lost 14 kilos, which is 2 stone, which is great stuff considering you've been on holiday and you've had a week with your hair running around with hair on fire. You've got loads more energy. What have you been doing with those results? What have you been doing with yourself?
Well, now I can actually do things with my kids. I mean, that was my whole inspiration to change something. So now I go sailing with my son on a regular basis, and I've now, well, my son and daughter, they play hockey, and now I've actually been asked to be parent coach, so I'm helping to coach them on a Wednesday evening. So yeah, life couldn't be better.
Brilliant stuff. Life couldn't be better. So how's the business? How's you in the business?
Business is going well. So yeah, I think because I've got more energy myself, I can make better decisions and therefore support my team better. And at the end of the day, so we're quite a small, tight-knit team, and the better you can help each other out, and me as leader, guide the boat. I mean, well, business is thriving.
Brilliant. So how does this all make you feel?
Sorry?
How does this all make you feel?
Well, very positive. I mean, I'm happy that I embarked on the journey, and well, I mean, let's carry on.
Brilliant. And so, okay, let's carry on. What's the plan for the future? What does Jan in 12 months' time look like?
Well, I mean, I've gone from, 10 weeks ago, I was borderline from obese to morbidly obese. I've come down all the scale down through obese. Now I'm just overweight, and in 12 months I want to be my ideal weight. So that from the weight point of view, and and I'll be carrying on with supporting my kids with the hockey, go sailing, and I mean by next year I hope to also be a qualified umpire for the hockey.
Oh,
so
nice.
For that I need to also work a bit on my fitness and refresh my memory on the rules, because it's been about
well, that's the easy bit.
Years since
that's the easy bit.
That's the easy. Yeah.
Brilliant, awesome stuff, and I'm sure we could talk for hours and hours on the benefits of family life and what have you. Just say now, there's somebody sat out there watching this who was in a position similar to you 10 weeks ago, and they're unsure, they're a bit uncommittal about making a change, because obviously change is tough. What would you say to that individual from your own experience now?
Well, if you look at yourself and you're not happy with what you see, change it. Embark on a program, and there's nothing wrong with actually having somebody guide you through the process. You don't have to do everything on your own. And I'm a person who does nearly everything on his own, and I couldn't get out of that rut. And with your help, I have done it. So I mean, don't waste any time. Get into the program, and you'll see progress.
Cool. So. And I kind of messed up the question there, but hey, such is life. Would you recommend me? And if so, how highly?
Yeah, I mean, well, 10 out of 10. I mean, I wouldn't be in the place now where I am. I probably would have been in a worse place if I hadn't done anything about it 10 weeks ago. And so, yeah, thank you, guys. Yeah. So.
No, thank you, Jan. You ultimately, and I'll say this, and I'll finish on this. You're the one that's put the work in. I do these videos, and people blow smoke up my backside, and blah 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 blah. But you've got to be willing to do the work. You've got to believe you can do it. You've got to commit to making a change. You got to have the right attitude. You got to have belief, and you've got to have clarity in what it is you can do. I can help you with the clarity. I can help you with the attitude. But you've got to believe you can do it. And the best results come from those guys that buy into it, they commit, and they're willing to do the work, and they can see themselves as a different person in the future. So thank you very much, Jan, for your hard work and effort in this, because it takes two to tango. It takes two to tango, basically. But yeah, brilliant. Thanks, mate. Thanks you very much.
My pleasure, and thank you.